Reese, Landry, and Finley all head out together. It's so weird to see them walk away from the cafe as humans. Hayes vanishes into the bathroom for the first aid kit. Mason dips into the kitchen and I hear a horrific screeching noise like metal against linoleum. What is she doing? She returns triumphantly. She smirks at me, or more accurately at the dumb gawking face I'm making. Block the door. With what? An industrial range? She gives me the self-satisfied smirk and paces in front of the front door and the windows like a sentry. Oh my god, who needs magic? She can snap that Nacht guy in half with her hands. Hayes is back with bandages and a bag of ice. Gingerly, he removes my shoe and rolls up my pant leg to get a better look at my ankle. I'm glad I'm wearing socks that don't have holes. Oof. My ankle doesn't look great, but it could be a lot worse. I don't think it's sprained. Just twisted. You just need rest. He slowly, neatly wraps my ankle with one of the stretchy bandages. When he pins it in place, it's like a pro's work. A professional ankle wrapper? Do you know a lot of first aid, Hayes? You're way calmer than I expected. I studied in Scouts. Injuries and things don't bother me. Never have. Not everything makes me feel anxious. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here to patch me up. He smiles sheepishly, but averts his gaze to the ground toward the ice pack. He props my foot up on one of the big puffy ottomans, then places the ice on my ankle. Oh my god, does that feel good. Now just keep it elevated and rest a little. And take the ice off in 20 minutes. Thanks again, Dr. Hayes. I'm going to make some coffee. I think everyone will need it. I stress nap once Hayes goes back upstairs. Sometimes I need a system shutdown before I can think straight again. I think even the cats know something's up because they all swarm me. I've got two on my lap and the others pile around me. It's soothing to hear them and feel their little paws stretch out at me. I hope it's helping them too. But all the cats in the world couldn't make me feel better. Not while Reese is out there. Who knows, maybe he'll just rip a seam to get back here? I bet he will. He'll be back with Landry and Graves any second. I'll rest my eyes until then. I startle awake when I hear the soft whirring of the espresso machine upstairs. Was it seconds? Minutes? An hour? No one's here but Hayes and his coffee. What's taking them so long? I'm too tired and wired at the same time. I gotta even those things out. I'll try the sleeping thing again. I shoot awake when I hear the door fly open. Is it not? Did he come right through the front door? Can witches come in uninvited? Or is that vampires? Oh, it's Finley again. She bounces the door against her hip since her hands are full of cat carrier. The fuzzy lump inside is unmistakable. Mah, mah. Wow, you are so whiny. Hold your pants on, baby. Mochi, did you have any trouble? Is everything okay? It's fine, though I had to lure him into the carrier with treats, and he hated every moment of being in there. So, same as always. That's good. How about it? Should I unleash the beast? Mah. Yeah. Mochi, if you cause any trouble with the other cats, you're going right back in. Got it? Like he's gonna choose now to start listening. Finley opens the carrier and he shoots out like a furry cannonball. Then he stands there dumbstruck. He's got his own troubles now in playing nice with the cafe cats, but at least he's here. That's one less thing Nacht could use against me. Seeing Mochi soothes one of my worries, but it doesn't do anything for the fluttering in my gut. Reese is still out there and he's taking way too long. So many scenarios flit through my head. None of them are good. There's no way I can sleep like this. Hey, Mochi. Come here. Marr. He seems perturbed to be around all these other cats. They don't notice. They're used to strange cats coming and going. Oh, he's caught Owl's attention. She tiptoes up, tail waving back and forth like a signal flag. Meow. Marr. They touch noses and sniff each other. Owl loses interest immediately. What, my cat not smell good enough for you? Since I can't sleep, I watch Mochi make friends. I see movement in front of the cafe. Is it? No. There's too many people for it to be Nacht. Anyway, I'd know that hat anywhere. It's Reese and Landry back already with Graves. Or what used to be Graves. Now he looks like a forgotten statue, flaking bits of rust off as they haul him up on the sidewalk. Are their hands glowing? I squint to get a better look. Oh, they look like garden gloves? Glowing garden gloves? They set Graves in front of the cafe, then come inside. Reese peels his gloves off, then helps Landry with his.
Nobody touch him unless you're properly enchanted. The rust spreads easily.
Are you gonna leave him out there? He looks like a huge, ugly yard gnome. Not that I'm gonna say anything. We can't risk the cats coming over to investigate. They might touch the rust, and Reese said it could spread to them, too.
I can't take him upstairs. Dracula would be at risk. Poor Dracula. I know she'll be heartbroken.
So, now what do? We get ready. Who here knows a thing or two about magic? Two of us know a thing or two, though we're hardly experts. We'll do the best we can. Okay, Reese knows a whole lot more than me. I guess by we, I mean him. You up for it?
Don't count yourself out, Avery. Your weird self-study taught me a lot more about magic than I'd seen before.
Aww. Even if we're dating, I didn't expect him to actually consider me a peer in this witchery thing. Especially with how he's been acting tonight. But there he is, smiling at me with a gentle confidence. Maybe I do know what I'm doing after all. Or, even if it's the more likely scenario where I just know enough to scrape by, I can at least succeed. We're in this together. What? How do you know magic, Reese?
I've learned a thing or two in my time. I'm not assistant manager just because I'm good at accounting.
Reese is Graves' apprentice. He's been studying under him for a while, and he's really good.
But think about it, Avery. It took me a week to pick up what you were teaching. How long did you self-study? A month? Nacht could be here any second. Graves warded the cafe to keep people like him out, but he's strong enough to break that in about an hour, I'd bet. You really think you can teach everybody how to use magic in an hour?
Haven't you ever done a cram study session before finals? We'll do that, using the tried and true Grey method of cramming. We'll shove enough magic to beat him into our short-term memory, even if it means we forget it all 5 minutes after we're done. Did that offend him? He kicks at the ground and heaves a frustrated sigh.
Well, it's not like I have any better ideas. Sure.
Yeah, let's do this, Avery. I've got some experience with cramming and faking it. I got through half my book reports just by reading the blurb on the back.
Just take the time to study properly, guys.
Alright, someone give me the book and I'll get this started. If I ever needed confirmation that I don't want to be a teacher, I get it today. I try leading a sort of haphazard class on magic, but it's like herding cats. Reese keeps correcting me. Gosh, man, I taught you. I think Mason fell asleep. Landry keeps getting distracted and wandering off. Finley's interested, but she's also interested in her phone. Hayes is too shy to actually try anything. Hell, it looks like Mochi is paying more attention than they are. This is important, so I keep trying. And I think they do too, but I'm exhausted. Look, I'm beat, y'all. I gotta take a nap. Can you just sort of, independent study? Sure, you should get some rest. We can take it from here. Yeah, that sounds great.
But we have to prepare to fight.
But we don't even know if this guy's coming.
We could, take guard shifts.
Right. We'll go in shifts. Avery can rest, 2 of us can stand guard, and the rest can move the cats into the basement.
The basement? Why?
I don't want any of them in the line of danger. They're safer if they're away from us. I doubt Nacht cares about cats. He won't go chasing them.
But then we gotta herd them all down there.
We can do it if we work together.
You better get Mochi and Dracula too. I don't want to leave Dracula alone. She must be scared.
Sure. Can you get her and then keep the cats company?
No, I'm taking first shift as guard. Grays would want it that way.
I'll take care of them, Landry. The cats like me.
Great. I'll take the other guard shift. Everybody else, relax.
Everybody sets to their assigned tasks, but it all becomes background noise. All I can focus on is Reese. He takes sentry outside, next to Graves. He stands stock still with his shoulders squared. Solid no. I see him shake a little. Is he crying? Landry, I'm gonna step outside for a sec.
Can't say I'm comfortable with that. We spent all that time talking about protecting you from this Nacht guy.
I need to see Reese. I stare meaningfully into his eyes until he gets my drift.
Oh, that's right. You guys are like a thing now. Haha. Awkward. Don't go too far, okay? I don't know how far those wards or whatever go out. I only feel them a few feet from the entrance.
He can feel them? I can't. How? Reese called him an adept, didn't he? That's probably a question for much later. A question for Graves if he ever comes back. Will you actually pay attention, though, this time, Avery? You got it, pal. Thanks. Buddy O'Palo that we used to date a couple of times ago. Reese.
Oh!
He nearly jumps out of his skin. I have to grab him and pull him forward before he falls back onto Graves. Whoa, that was a close one. Sorry I almost scared you into rust. He doesn't seem to find it as funny as I do. I gotta make jokes to blow off steam, you know?
You shouldn't be out here. You're a target.
So are you, but that doesn't stop you.
Avery, we've been over this.
I'll go back inside in a few. I don't want you to be alone. I know this has been a lot to take in. I clasp his hand and kiss his knuckles.
Avery.
When this is all done, let's go somewhere. Let's do something nice. Let's see how powerful that rip travel thing is. Can we use it to go to the beach?
I don't think my range is that great.
Oh, don't say that. Doubt it'd take you far enough to get away from me, but I bet you got plenty of range. Gotta say you got guts. I mean, back here, pretty obvious I'd show up.
Ugh.
You!
Me. Big bad ol' me. Coming to collect. You know the drill.
Go away or we'll make you go away.
Listen, kid, I ain't looking to fight. We can settle this real easy like, if you give me the cafe. That way we all get what we want.
That cafe's not mine to give away.
Ah, Reese. So she did give it to you, huh?
Just stop it. We aren't giving you anything but a fight.
Thought so. I'm real sorry you're making me do this. What would your daddy think of me? Damn shame that.
You gotta go through me first.
Huh. You're jerking me, yeah? That magic's so wild you couldn't use it to defend yourself.
You don't know me very well.
Well then, let's get acquainted.
He taps his rusty bat on the ground and takes a few practice swings like he's up at the plate. Yikes. Even if that thing weren't magic, I'd be in trouble. What do I do? I've got to keep Reese from doing something stupid. Reese, you stay here. I have an idea. I don't have an idea.
What? No!
Trust me, okay? If I get in trouble, you can rip us out of here so we can regroup.
Okay.
If I can't apply magic, maybe I can apply science. I read on the internet once that cola dissolves rust. I dash for the vending machine. It's poorly kept and starting to fall apart, so I'm hoping it counts enough as trash for my magic. Nacht lunges after me. I think about a cannon. The vending machine fires a cola can at full velocity. The can explodes when he strikes it. Soda rains everywhere.
You planning to ruin my jacket, kitten? It's waterproof.
Shut up! I fire more soda. He can't bat them all away, right? He does. Well, we're all wrong sometimes. Before I can blink, Nacht is there. He taps his bat on the vending machine. It instantly rusts over like it's been salvaged from an old shipwreck. Like if the Titanic had soda.
Novelty's worn off, hon. Time to end this.
He raises his bat. I squeeze my eyes shut. I don't know what else to do. I hear a ripping sound.
Fall to hell, Nacht.
What?
I open my eyes. Whoa! That is the most badass fighting picture we got yet in this thing. Reese is in front of me. His fist is wrapped in Nacht's shirt. Rust creeps up his arm, but he doesn't seem to notice. Reese! What are you doing? The hatred in Reese's eyes could burn the rust away and incinerate Nacht. I grab Reese around the waist and try to pull him back. I feel my fingertips get cold, like frostbite. They're rusting. Reese pushes. Nacht falls. Falls where? We're on solid pavement. Then I see the tear. It opened right beneath us. Reese teeters on the edge. Nacht hangs by his fingertips.
Gah.
He claws his way back up, but Reese kicks his hand back into the tear. Nacht falls. Reese's foot is rust. Oh my god, Reese!
I can't sew it up. I can't move my fingers. Help me, Avery.
What? How?
Move my arm for me.
There's a needle rusted into his hand. I take his arm by the elbow. It's hard to move my fingers now. My hands feel like they're encased in plaster casts. I loop his arm around in the motion of a whip stitch, and it's sloppy, but I see the translucent fishing wire thread loop around the tear. Reese yanks his arm up, and the tear closes. The rust crumbles. Holy mackerel! Did we just sew him into another dimension? We both stand there for a long moment, breath heaving. Where did you send him?
Nowhere.
He's just stuck in there?
Let him rot.
You can't do that! That's cruel!
He killed Graves. Watch me.
He did nothing of the sort.
Ugh!
We whip our heads around. There's Graves stepping warily out of the rust, leaving a flaky, hollow sculpture of himself behind.
Reese. Avery. I'm sorry to worry you. I'm fine now, thanks to you.
The malice leaves Reese's eyes and he dives toward Graves, throwing his arms around his shoulders.
Graves! Graves, you idiot! I'm so...
Reese, it's okay. It's okay. I hobble toward both of them. Graves reaches for my hand. Reese takes my other hand.
Avery, I apologize for everything. For making you learn magic on your own. For throwing you into the middle of this. I promise to make it up to you. I promise to explain the best I can.
Yeah, you owe us all a hell of an explanation. But I think what you owe us first is a vacation.
I suppose that can be arranged.
Good. Reese, we're gonna do the thing.
The thing? I don't know what you mean.
The thing! We're gonna get away. Like we said.
Right. Gladly.
I let go of Graves' hand and move it to Reese's other hand. Wait, I want my answers! I want to know why Graves is just fine with Nacht, like, dying in another dimension. We were all like, that's too cruel! And it's like, whatever. Graves is alive. We're just gonna go on a bangcation. I use the leverage to pull him towards me and kiss him. Graves tried his best to explain everything. Something about curses, like triple-layered curses, and a whole bunch of other drama about Nacht, but it was kind of hard to follow, because that's Avery. Oh, and Nacht. I convinced Reese to let him go, because that's way too messed up to just leave him in there. Okay, at least that was addressed. Reese also wasn't sure if he'd be there between spaces, waiting for him if he ever tried to use the tear again, so that's a whole other reason. We needed to travel, after all. Anyway, we haven't seen or heard from Nacht since then. Graves thinks he's going to run off with his tail between his legs for a while, but someday he'll come back. Let him try it. There's 3 of us now. Maybe even more if we can get the others up to speed. I have so much to learn about all this witching stuff, and Reese is eager to show me. But not right now. Right now, I'm gonna enjoy this little vacation. I'm not gonna worry about the cafe, or witches, or anything. I'm gonna worry about meeting Reese's parents. Oh. We've been using the tear to hop around to different boy luck boutiques. Reese says he's ready to produce a few outfits of his own. Oh. Starting with a new uniform for the cafe, just like you said. Nice new hoodie and shirts and oh my. We're gonna talk to his dad about it. I might end up modeling or co-producing or something. That's a pretty far step up from wearing whatever I find on the floor that's still clean. Fashion and witching are two whole new, big, kind of scary worlds that Reese is bringing me into. But as long as he's here with me, I don't mind. Aww. Oh my goodness. Wow. Man, was that ever bizarre. That was an epic ending. But then it just kind of, I don't know, it was just weird. Like, epically throws him into the hole of no return, and then, you can't leave him there. Sure, you killed Graves. I'm okay. Graves! Let's go on a vacation. Oh my goodness. Craziness. Well, that answered some of my questions, but gosh darn it, Avery, will you just let us listen to Graves explain things? Because some of us will pay attention, unlike you. Anyway, though, that was Reese's route. I really liked it. It was, interesting. It went places I didn't really think it was gonna go. But it was good. It was really good. I still feel like out of the 3 routes we've done so far, she still fitted Landry better? I don't know. She fitted better with Reese here than Hayes, but anyway. It was still a good route. I really enjoyed it. But now that we're done, Hustle Cat, we're gonna go back to C14 dating. Actually, before I forget again, I want to see my Reese picture in my mug. Come on. Hayes, Landry. There he is. Reese boy. Alright. That route is done. We're gonna go back to C14. And we are going to do Kyler's route. I'm super, super excited about that. So I hope I see you over there, guys. Until then, see you later.